Welcome back to Kalgoorlie here ahead of race number 7, the lucky last. Chris Shane, where are you? Are you going to find us the winner here for the last at
Here
least?
I am, Scott. Well, they call this the Get Out Stakes. Look, this is a raffle, but we'll do our best.
Let's find a ticket in the raffle and let's have a look at these horses as they leave the yard here, starting with number 1, Kick Goal Sun. He is our favourite, however, with touch fixed odds.
Yeah, looked really well in the coat. Number 1, Kick a Goal Sun. He's getting very close to a win. We'll have to carry 59 kilograms, but we'll need to push forward early and find a spot. So it will come at the cost of Austin Gallardi finding a good spot here, but he needs luck.
Number 2, Popcorn Tender.
Yeah, last 2 runs at Northam have been sound. The previous winner at this track, Popcorn Tender, and just has to contend with the wide gate. Definitely in the mix.
The next horse to look at here is number 3, and that's Kakadu.
Sat wide in the run last start, Kakadu, before again finishing off well like he always does. That's his pattern, Kakadu. Gate 10, he'll go back again and we'll try and run on from the back again. But I thought the effort third behind Honest Legend was really good.
We might try and grab Gary Bowen before he leaves the yard here. He's just trying to make his way out, but we'll chase him down, Gary, because Kakadu looks like he's found a really winnable race.
He has, Scott, but he never draws a barrier, and he always seems to be 3 and 4 wide, but I can't get him any better, and I think if he has any luck, he'll be right in the finish.
We saw Brett Drury's horse earlier, 3 at the trip, no cover. It was still too good. Surely no excuses.
Yeah, my bloke's older than that one, though, so... but no, he's flying on the track, doing everything right, but just can't get any luck.
Let's talk about a younger horse. Where's Baby Paris at?
She had about 3 weeks work back and hopefully been set for the Winterbottom.
That would be exciting. Best of luck here with Kakadu. Not quite as exciting as her, but hopefully he can get the chocolates.
The other one will run a good race too, Shadow Boom.
Shadow Boom down the bottom at 20 to 1. We'll get there eventually, Crashane, but we'll move on now. We've moved past Kakadu. We'll get to Nicholas. And now we'll get to Recapitulate.
Nicholas, yeah, well, far from disgraced here last start behind Galaxy Affair. Only beaten 2.5 lengths, was running on. Definitely fitter. And Recapitulate, well, now a 9-year-old and still racing with plenty of zest and was only down the track to Dawn Enigma last start.
Vaugh Sigley brought the team up. Rocky Path, one of those, number 6.
Yeah, well, she races well here. 1 from 1 at the track. Definitely has a likening to this particular track and also the 1,400 metres in which she's run at twice.
Brendan Fitzgerald brings Sun Chase into the KBRC.
Yeah, he's been going well enough in town behind Ambergate Rose, Eurasia and also Avoidance, so definitely a lot easier here from the gate too.
One of the informed gallopers of the Goldfields has to be Dawn Enigma.
Oh, definitely, racing out of its skin. 1 more bound last start at Wins and would have made it a hat-trick. Really happy horse. Look, the query is back in trip and that's just how the programs have worked out. I'd say they'd go 2 weeks 1,400 into a Campbell Cup, 2 weeks into a 1,600 Tats Cup. Look, gate 1 today, he needs to find that sprint in his legs again to be sharp with these, to sprint with them, but he rates highly.
Number 9, Grace de Roise, first up.
Yeah, had the 2 trials, but well held, no.
Number 10, Blue Turns to Grey.
Yeah, well, he's first up, the patronised 7-year-old, but again drawn wide, so we'll leave him.
Geordie Turner picks up the ride on number 11, Magic D.
Well, he was luckless last start, couldn't get clear galloping room in the home straight. That was behind Honest Legend, only got beaten 2.5. And I thought the first up run, he made improvement from that as well. So it's a knockout chance at good odds.
And as Gary said, expect Shadow Boom to go well.
Yeah, gave a good sight here last outing, Shadow Boom. He's drawn wide, but gets back in the run anyhow. So that's not really a negative for his racing pattern. And look for him charging late. Just needs genuine speed.
You've done a good job to get through all of these horses. They're milling around behind the gates. Give us your top 4.
Okay, I'm gassed. Lucky last out of Kalgoorlie race 7. Scott, 1, 8, 7 and 3. Might have even missed the winner there. It's a really open affair. 1 Kick a Goal Sun. Look, he's got the outside gate. 14 of 14 to, well, actually 12 out of 12 with the capacity line up to get over, so it will come through a really top ride from Austin Gallardi to push forward and find a spot. Number 1, Kick a Goal Sun. If he does, and he's up in the firing line, I think it'll be very hard to beat with the top weight. Dawn Enigma, absolutely racing out of its skin. Brian Curtis doing a tremendous job on course with this Maya Canter 6-year-old. And the only query back in trip, and will have to be sharp and sprint in those legs to go with them. But gate 1 should be right up there. Sun Chasing in for third, number 7, going really well in town. Clint Johnson Porter aboard, and 3 Kakadu just had no luck, as Gary Bowen has pointed out, with the barriers. But he's a sit-back run on type and similar to his other stablemate, Shadow Boom. 1, 8, 7 and 3. Very open race in the last.
1, 8, 7 and 3. We're on start time here, so we'll send you the way of Royce Newton for the call of the last.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Shane. Yes, runners are coming forward here for the running of the last, and wide open market, $4 the field. Kick a goal, son. No doubt would be a lot shorter if he drew a marble at the barrier draw, but unfortunately has to do it from the outside. So we're waiting on Shadow Boom to come forward in the purple cap to distinguish it from Kakadu in the yellow. Rocky Path to come along, and of the 2 Harding runners, if you follow your colours, blue turns to grey will don the yellow cap. And there's also a grey recapitulate for Lactar Ramoli in the turquoise and white quarters to cap off what's been a brilliant day's racing here at the KBRC. Approximately 1,500 on course, so great to have you all here today. Hopefully you found a winner. Doubles in the saddle to Austin Gallardi, and training doubles to Peter Fernie and the Pierce brothers. So we just await for Grace DeRoy to come forward and complete the line. 1 left to load. This is the Westauz Mining Proprietary Limited Handicap. Big long run down the back straight. Grace DeRoy to complete the line. Thanks, Stu. Tab Radio on board here for the last wide open event. Kick a goal, son, drawn the outside, but is the favourite. Red lights flash away over at the 1400. Set to go now. The spotter just behind the line, not happy with 1 out wide. I did see a horse's head get up in the air, but looks to be back down now. So an attendant just going to 1 on the outside. Can't tell you an awful lot from my vantage point, but definitely sort of middle to outside of the line. In fact, there comes 1 out. It's a grey, number 10. Blue turns to grey. Has been taken out of line. Blue turns to grey, of course, with Zephyr Johnston Porter in the saddle. And being trotted up behind the line. So no doubt undertaking a vets as the phone rings here in the caller's box. Just a vet exam prior to getting underway here. Kick a goal, son, $4. And then out to Sun Chasing at 5. Likewise, Dawn Enigma. Big price for a horse that's been savaging the line. Popcorn Tender at 8. Likewise, Kakadu 11, Rocky Path. Okay, blue turns to grey, goes straight back into line. Zephyr Johnston Porter to jump back in the saddle, and we'll be set to go. Take number 2 over at the 1400. Okay, line stands well. The last on Variety Day here at the Goldfields. Around 1,500 on course, been a great day's racing. Okay, no, blue turns to grey, still not loaded as it emerges behind the line. Couple of greys engaged here. Magic D, the other one, for trainer Brett Jury, who Jake Star took out the open sprint in great style. Sat 3 wide throughout. Going on to win. Race number 4 on the card it was. Good luck if you're alive in the quaddie. It should be a pretty juicy dividend. Jake Star around $14 in the first leg. Okay, there we go. We've got the signal from behind. Been standing there a while, and the gates fly back from the 1400. Grace DeRoy straight out the back door with Kakadu and also Rocky Path. Dawn Enigma's well back with Popcorn Tender. The first to hit the ground running was Blue Turns to Grey. So Blue Turns to Grey shows the way, a neck on the favourite Kicker Goal Sun. Good bit of riding there by Gallardi to get this horse to the outside of the leader after being drawn the outside of the line. They were followed by Recapitulate, then Nicholas, Magic D, followed next of all by Shadow Boom, who's sitting a bit closer today. Then we had Dawn Enigma with also Sun Chasin', Popcorn Tender, Grace DeRoy, Kakadu are often gone around the outside, and Rocky Path was relegated to last. 700 metres to run. Blue Turns to Grey. Not much speed in the race in the early stages. The outside of it, Kicker Goal Sun. And then we had Magic D being followed next of all by Recapitulate, Shadow Boom, sandwiched between runners Nicholas. They were followed next of all by Sun Chasin', and then came to Kakadu, followed by Dawn Enigma, who's got shuffled back on the fence. Rocky Path, Grace DeRoy. So they straighten up for the run home. It's Blue Turns to Grey who shows the way. Kicker Goal Sun there, ready to pounce, together with also Magic D. Down on the inside, Recapitulate, and then came Sun Chasin'. Look at Rocky Path down the outside, together with Kakadu. They're across the track. It's Magic D who hit the lead. Here comes Sun Chasin' and Rocky Path the outside. It's Rocky Path for Noske who goes on and wins ahead. Sun Chasin' second, Magic D third. They were followed in by Nicholas, and then came Kakadu, followed in next of all by Kicker Goal Sun. Good finish. Grace DeRoy next, followed by next in Recapitulate, with also their Popcorn Tender, Blue Turns to Grey, and Shadow Boom has finished a long last. Number 6, Rocky Path at $9.40. Number 6 has got up and won. Widest runner down the straight, and strong ride by Jarrad Noske to get up and deny Sun Chasin'. And 11 Magic D, a much improved effort today. Should be a handy trifecta this one. 6, 7, 11 and 3. A neck by 3/4 of a length. The winning gallop 1:23.31, but Rocky Path has made the trip to Kalgoorlie worthwhile for Vaugh Sigley as we cross down to the yard, and it looks like Scott's got Vaughan to have a chat following the win of Rocky Path.
Thank you, Royce. Yes, I do have Vaugh Sigley here. Rocky Path last to first. It seems as though she's going to enjoy Kalgoorlie.
Yeah, mate. No, she goes well here, and Jarrad's actually ridden her an absolute treat, mate. I just rode her right to the letter there. I said to a local here, I said, "Oh, we're in a tricky spot here, but she's jog trotting." He said, "They don't win from there." But I said, "Okay, we'll take that one."
They do win from there, clearly, but she's probably a mare that you can only ride one way.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She's that's her style, and if you try and change that, you're wasting your time.
You brought a few up today. When did you leave Perth?
We left at 4 o'clock this morning.
How long's the drive?
It takes about 7.5.
Do you stay tonight or head home?
Oh, yeah, it's too long a day. Too long a day. We'll stay.
How many beers tonight?
No, I haven't had a drink for about 3 months, mate. So I'll have a couple of zeros.
A couple of Heineken Zeros, Asahi, no. Which ones do you prefer?
Yeah, Heineken's, Great Northern aren't bad, but yeah, the others, nah.
Enjoy the zero beers. Well done.
Thanks, Scotty.
There's Vaugh Sigley here. Jarrad Noske coming on in with Rocky Path, 2 strong, right down the outside. 6, 7, 11 and 3. Second place getter there. The winkers went on. Sun Chasin' ran really well for Brendan Fitzgerald. Brought up a maiden, but also brought one here today. And Sun Chasin' have been going well in town. Clint Johnston-Porter rode him really well. He ran a fast finishing second there. What about the effort, Crashane, of the third horse here? Didn't have a rider, Brett Drury, Magic D. Geordie Turner picks up the ride. Unfortunately, from that wide draw, was destined to do it tough. Sat 3 wide outside the leader all the way. In fact, outside that favourite, and was too strong. Why don't you grab Jarrad Noske for a word?
Yeah, massive run there by Magic D into third placing. Just grabbing Jarrad Noske now. Congratulations, Jarrad. Look, they don't usually win from back there on this track. As you know, you've ridden here for quite a number of years. Probably the first time this year, though. Just tell us and run us through what horse you had underneath of you.
I think she was very well placed here. She's a city horse on her day. So Vaughan, he's brought her up here, hasn't brought her for nothing, and I was sort of in amongst them with the 600, just wanted to get her to the outside. So just had that in mind, and yeah, she covered him.
And we said pre-race too, Vaughan, just testing the waters. He does it each year, and obviously primed to come back up for the race carnival. That's probably on the cards again.
Yeah, it should be a nice horse over the round.
Well done. Rocky Path and the winning rider, Jarrad Noske, taking out the last, the Westauz Mining.
Too strong, 6, 7, 11 and 3, right down the outside. The daughter of the Rock, she makes it win number 5 at start 63. Vaugh Sigley, Jarrad Noske take out the last. The Westauz Mining Proprietary Limited Handicap at Kalgoorlie. It's a very good night from Koshane, and I enjoy the rest of the program out of Singapore.